How's it? And welcome to my podcast. My name is Sally. I am WoolDiaries on all the things. Ravelry, Instagram, Twitter. Yeah, I don't go on Twitter though. So, today is the 30th of July. 30th. Last week I said it was the 28th, even though I was reading the 23rd. Yeah, no. I was just wishing that July was going to be over and done with. Anyway. So sorry about that if I got you all a bit confused and some of you happy that it was closer to payday than it was. Sorry. So I'd like to say welcome to new and returning viewers and thank you to all of you who subscribe already and all of the new subscribers. I would like to thank all the members of the group and who have left comments, and to all new members, welcome. It's not a chatty group, but there is a bit of chat going on in there, not major, and that's fine by me. The group on Ravelry is just called WoolDiaries Podcast. So yes, if you feel inclined to go and join, then go join. We will be doing the hashtag MV, which is Mama Vertebrae, along in that group. So yes, go join. So today is Thursday, obviously. The temperature is 2 to 22, which is 35.6 to 71.6 in Fahrenheit. Not too bad, hey? Because the sun is shining. The sun is really shining today. So. And the winter sun in the Highveld, which is here. I feel like I said that every time I say Highveld. Warms you all the way through to the bones. All the way through to the bones. So, my sport update. Yes, I'm going to futz with my hair. I always futz with my hair. So we had the Hungarian Formula 1 on Sunday. Hamilton didn't win. Ferrari, Vettel won. He just had the better car. Anywho, doesn't matter. Hamilton came 6th. And now they're on a 4-week mandatory summer break before it starts up again. And Hamilton is still first in the drivers' league, and Mercedes is still first in the Constructors' Cup. Sorry, I can see my bra. You don't all need to see that. The Proteas are playing Bangladesh at the moment. The first test match, they lost the ODI, one-day internationals, which is 50 overs. They lost that to the Bangladesh 2-1, like I said last week. And now they're doing the test series. The first test was rained out due to a monsoon. And they have started the second test today. And Dale Steyn, one of our bowlers, he got his 400th test wicket. So congratulations. They're calling him this what? Oh, I can't remember now. I heard it this morning. Not the stain remover. Is it the stain remover? Or the staininator? I can't remember. Because you know stain, S-T-E-Y-N, you say it like stain as in you've made a stain on your clothes. Anyway, something like that, I can't remember. Bangladesh are batting first, obviously, if Steyn got his full. Well, so congratulations to Dale Steyn. That is a major, major achievement. 400 test wickets. The Springboks are playing the Castle, I think it's called the Castle Cup. I don't know, it used to be called the Tri-Nations, and then they changed it because Argentina came in. So they played this with the New Zealand this weekend, and half-time it was level. And yeah, New Zealand just beat us. Let's just put it that way. 2027. So it wasn't too bad. Wasn't a whitewash. So yes. Real World Cup rugby, 50 more sleeps. 50 more sleeps. Okay, so that's enough of that. This is my little sport update of the sport that I be watching. I don't really watch Test cricket. I find it very boring. It takes too long. 5 days is a very long time to watch the same cricket. But I do every now and again tune over just to watch a bit. Finished objects. I have my July amazing frozen socks. Now this is mine and Sally Jane Pink Hair Girl. Go watch her podcast. Her and Rachel. Hello Rachel. Hello Caleb. Hey Titus. She had go yes on YouTube. Pink Hair Girl. She dyed these people. She dyed these for us for our winter socks. So I'm calling them frozen because she themed the whole parcel, which I showed you last week, on the frozen. And no, I'm not abnormal. I can just save chocolate if I want to. Abnormal. Rude. So, my 64 toe, blah, 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 foot, fish lips kiss heel, leg, which is, the leg is the same length as my foot, and then 20 rounds of ribbing. These flew off the needle. Oh, and while I was watching the rugby on Saturday, I realized I need socks for the World Cup because I was knitting on the Thunderstorm, which I'll show you now. It's in my whips. You can't do pattern and watch rugby at the same time. No, doesn't work. Does not work. Not at all in any shape or form. So, my Thunderstorm. Now, it's a mystery knit along. I'm on phase 7 because it's in phases, but it was clue 6. Let me see, am I right? Yes, phase 7, but it's clue 6 because the first 2 phases were in clue 1 because they were short. So it's still loving it. Love the yarn to bits and pieces. It's Midnight Sheet that is in the high felt Storm colorway. And if you are doing the knit along and you don't want to see because you haven't done phase 7, let me just make sure what's the right and wrong side. Then look away. I will tell you when you can look. I will not say any more, but look away. I will tell you when you can look again. So there's my phase 7. And it's got a lightning streak in it. Okay, so now you can look again if you are doing the mystery knit along. Because I did not say anything about the pattern, I just showed it. And that is living in my epic Star Wars bag from Jenny B, who is Magic June Sews from Austin, Texas. So there's that. That I'm working on. That clue will, and phase 8 will come out tomorrow. I'm super duper excited. I love that. It's like Friday morning I wake up. Oops, put the pattern back in the bag. Friday morning I wake up and it's already in my Ravelry library. So I print it out because it's all lace. I need to make notes and. Right, so the second thing I'm working on, because now I've finished my socks, and I was like, okay, I need to have something else on the needles. I am knitting now it's called the Back Shore. I don't think it's pullover or anything. I just think it's called Back Shore by Alicia Plummer. And it's a striped DK pullover. So, I went and looked in my stash because it's all about the stash. And I had some yarn that a friend of mine had bought and When she got it, she was a bit overwhelmed and didn't know what to do with it. So she gifted it to me. Love it for that. It has tried to be, since I've had it, it has tried to be numerous things. And unsuccessfully has it been numerous things. This time, I just went, it will be, and I don't care. I don't care. It will be. So, what we have is I'm using Nurturing Fibers. It's her DK Super Twist base. And the pullover is 2 color stripes. I've got 4 colors. I've actually got 5, but the one doesn't go. It's like, it's too bright. It like sticks out like a sore thumb, and knowing my luck, it'll be right around the round tummy part. So that wasn't going to happen. So I've got 4 colors, 3 solids and 1 variegated. So I started at the top with the Brave Heart. Of course I can't see. Then I moved into this blue. Now, when I got it, it didn't have the tags, and I'm not too sure. I know Gina Yarn Pimp will let me know if it is the Lapis or the Prussian colorway. I cannot remember. And then I move into the Hunter, and then I've got Imperial, and now I'm back on I've started again. So I've done Brave and whatever, Lapis or Prussian, I can't remember. So I've done that. Now I've got 300 grams of the Brave Heart, the variegated, and I've only got 100 grams of each of the solids. So I'm kind of doing it all together so that I can get the most out of all of it. So I've got 1 sleeve. I've done 1 repeat. See this? I'm waiting to do the next green repeat, and then I've started the 2nd sleeve, and I'm on the Imperial section of that, because now I've done the Lapis at the bottom, and I've got enough Lapis to do or Prussian, I don't know. I'm going to say blue because it's a bluey purpley color. The blue on the 1 sleeve, and I've done another stripe, and I think I'll get the other sleeve, and then I don't think I'm going to get enough. So what's Backshore? Backshore is a top-down raglan DK pullover. There are some cool detail. Almost showed you the inside. We don't want to do that. Oh no, no. There are eyelets running down the seam, and you're supposed to do them on the sleeve, but please note my sleeve. I forgot. So my sleeve doesn't have them, but you have eyelets running down both sides of the seams. I forgot the eyelets on the sleeve, so we're not doing that. We're just forgetting them. I was like happily knitting along, and I was going, I'm sure there must be eyelets on the sleeve. People, read your patterns. So this pattern has you start, and you do short row shaping for the back of the neck. So Sally starts, and she's knitting and she's knitting, and she can't get these short rows to work. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so dumb. How can I not get this to work? It doesn't work. It's not working. Take it out, start again. Does the same. It's not working. I've got a freaking great big hole in the back. I'm busy. And so, Jane, when was it? Was it Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. I'm sitting in the sun reading my pattern on Tuesday, and I'm like, but it didn't say join in the round before you do the short row shaping. So I'm just saying, read your pattern. Anywho, I just cast on, and I'm just pinned down. I'm just going round and round and round and round and round. I did think it was going to be a bit big, but now I'm looking at it, I actually think it might be just right. I do like it. It's very nice and wintry colours. So what I'm going to try and do is, I'm going to try The back shore along the neckline, you do some pretty embroidery. Not pretty, practical. It's Alicia Plummer. Go check it out. I am going to try and have enough of the Braveheart left over to do a big foofy cowl neck. That's my plan. That is my plan because I want a cowl neck. So, but we'll see. We'll see. So that's going. I'm over this stash busting, striping palaver. I just want to now knit a garment in a, so I'm just getting my notes so I can carry on knitting on this while I'm chatting to you, because there's decreases, and if I just carry on knitting and not talk to you, I mean carry on knitting and talk to you, then I'm making other food. So I would like to make a garment in one whole color. That would be nice. Anywho, I'm feeling very proud of myself for actually using up the stash and coming up with ideas and ways of using up my stash. So those are what I am knitting on and what I've finished. I have some yarny news before we get into the Mama Vertebrae along, because there's some things that I've been thinking about that I want to chat to you before you start on Saturday. Anywho, so yarny news, South African yarny news. My yarn pimp, Gina, Natural Yarns. Is it 0? I don't know. The link is in the Revelry notes. I mean, YouTube notes. She has been updating her shop. All you do is when you go to her website, click on the word shop at the top, and it then shows you the items as they've been loaded. So the newest stuff goes at the top and then it's all loaded down. It's an awesome way of seeing, instead of having to go scroll through all the things to try and find what's new in her shop. So yes. And I just wanted to highlight amazing yarn balls, people. Amazing yarn balls. M Tempest from Electric Carnations. She's uploaded a whole load of stuff onto her Hello Pretty shop. So go check those out. And she has a D-stash sale currently running on Ravelry as well. So if any of you South Africans want to go and see some yarn it's all overseas stuff. So don't expect South African prices, please, because it's not. But if you would like to go and try some of the overseas stuff that M has got, please go check it out on Ravelry. It's M Tempest. The other big thing up here in Joburg at the moment, when it comes to yarn, is that Arthur Bales are having their do you say biannual if it's twice a year? Because they have one at the beginning of the year and then they have one now. Is it biannual? I think so. I don't know. I'm calling it their biannual sale. It's currently on. I don't know when it ends. I know last week was 20% off of everything that you bought that was over 200 Rand. And now it's just sale time. So, if you're in Joburg and you know where Arthur Bales is and you need a yarn fix, you know where to go. You know where to go. I am not going to be tempted. I am going to be a good girl and stay away because I've got enough at the moment. So, let's move on to the Mama Vertebrae along. #MV along. I have been thinking, there's a few things I wanted to just chat to you ladies, crafters, knitters, because you can't crochet, knitters about with regards to this cardigan. And that's why I'm wearing one and I've actually got the other one in front of me. So the one I'm wearing now is my DK one. It's the first one I made. It's exactly written to pattern. I did look it up. I made the size D on the pattern. Now that I've worn it a bit, because I made this one last year, now that I've worn it a bit, I would have made it longer. Let me stand up so you can actually see what I'm talking about. I have actually worn this quite a bit in days like today when it is chilly inside, but outside in the sun is absolutely beautiful, warm. It's perfect for that. There are a few pros and cons about written as is. So, this is my DK. Okay, I made longer sleeves, which in the pattern it isn't. It's about here. The sleeves are about here, and I did make it a bit longer. I should have actually made it a bit longer. I had a whole 50 grams left. I should have made it a bit longer. Right. So, what bugs me about this one is that you can see it doesn't go very far. So, if it's really chilly, I can't wear it because my whole front gets cold then. Yes, I know, it's supposed to be for pregnant ladies or ladies with little babies. Perfect for them. And perfect, like I said, for days like today where the front doesn't need to be overly warm. So that is my DK one. DK is very it's a very warm. I didn't wear this at all during the summer. It's just too warm for the summer. So that's the DK one. Now, let me put it on the one that you've seen all of these, but I think I'm talking now after wearing them for. You know, it's very hard to get dressed when you're looking at yourself in the opposite direction. Yes, the raglan is a roomy, comfortable raglan, so it's very nice. So this one I made much longer. As you can see, you can hardly. Oh, it needs a wash. That's why it's all crunkled. It's all crunkled. It's getting a wash today. But I thought I'd better show you. This one, what I modified was I did deeper. Why does it look like it's sitting lower on the one side than the other? No, I keep pulling the wrong side. I look lopsided. Anyhow, I did more increases. So instead of stopping the increases where it says, I just carried on doing them. And I do like this one depth-wise more than the other one. This one I wore a buttload. This is a fingering weight one, also size D. I wore this one a buttload in summer. I wore it the other day when it wasn't as chilly, but it's definitely not I ended up taking it off and putting something else on because it's definitely not a winter. But that's also the fiber. The fiber is a cotton acrylic alpaca blend. So it's perfect for summer, but not so much in the winter. Let me take that one off because it does need a wash. So, what would I do differently? What I would like to do, I don't know if I'm going to. What I would like to do for the one I'm going to make with you is I would like to see if I can get the fronts even deeper. This getting dressed on camera story. It's not for sissies. I'd like to make it even deeper if I could, the fronts. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Can't promise. I'm just going to wing it, probably. Probably I won't. Probably I will. So, like I said, it starts on Saturday, the Mama Vertebra Long. I'm making the Grinch one. I actually didn't bring my yarn. I haven't wound it. I need to wind it. I am making the Grinch one, the green and red one. So I'm actually quite excited for it. I have decided I'm going to do the top as much as I can in the green and then down in the red. Thank you all so much for your comments about the other red. They don't go. They don't go. One is orange red and the other one is pink red. They don't go. They look awful. Absolutely awful. It's not even like two different dye lots. They're just two different reds. But I can't wait for the Grinch, for my Grinch, Mama Vertebrae. It always rains here on Christmas Day, always, every year it rains. And I always want something festive to wear on that day, so it will be perfect for that day, but of course I'll wear it every other day, whenever I'm feeling in a red mood. So some notes that I've written here about the actual pattern. Choose your size, read what she says. Okay, because she does have some valid, and after making 2 of them, she's right. And then choose the right size according to her pattern, what she says. Then take a highlighter, because now remember, this pattern is written for 3 different weights and a whole bunch of sizes. I need to actually print out another one, because now I've made 2 in my pattern. I can't decipher it. It's got written notes all over the place. Print it out and highlight all your instructions so that you don't get confused. It's my top tip, because there's plenty of figures in that pattern. There's highlight everything that is for your size that you are going to make. Oh, the other thing is, both of them I knit with the size needles that are called for in the pattern. Did I swatch? Hell no, it's a cardigan. If it doesn't fit me, it'll fit somebody. That's always, or I can block the snot out of it. What was the other thing? Provisional cast on. So the fingering weight one, if you remember, I was doing it along with the yarn pimp, Gina. And she kept saying she's battling with the provisional cast on. She can't decide which one to use and everything. And I was like, what are you talking about? What provisional cast on? Read your pattern, people. In there it says provisional cast on. However, it is optional. I did not do it. But then again, I've knit so many garments now. Picking up along, you do it because you cast on at the top. You do the provisional cast on at the top. And picking up the cast on stitches, it doesn't make any difference to me. It's the only reason why you do it is to pick up. It makes it, I wouldn't say easier, but if you know yourself and you don't do a clean pickup, or you haven't managed to master it, look, sometimes it takes me a while, hey? Sometimes I'll even show you. I'll show you. My nephew always used to say that when he was little. I show you. Okay, so talking about pickups, we have 2 sleeves. Okay, this is sleeve number 1. Oh, and of course it's so freaking dark you can't see squat. No, never mind. Okay, so I still faux pas. One of my sleeves on my back shore is beautiful, and the other one's got a hole in it. It's fine because I can use the end and I can just sew it in. It's no big deal to me. But if you don't want that, or you don't have the ability to fix it, or you worried that you might not like the way you pick it up, then I strongly suggest you use a provisional cast on. Now, the provisional cast on I've used a number, but the one that I always go to is the crocheted provisional cast on. There is apparently there's two, and I'm quite keen to learn the other one. But the one that I know off the top of my head that I use all the time is the one where you crochet a long chain of however many, plus a few extra on the other side, and then you pick up the loops and you knit from there. It doesn't add anything. To me, it doesn't add any extra time. Oh, the other thing I always do as well is I do my chain, my crochet chain. If I'm making a fingering weight, I do it in DK. I just do it in a bigger weight yarn. I wouldn't go chunky, and I wouldn't go Aran or worsted. It just makes it picking up a lot easier. It doesn't change your size of your stitches. What's the other thing? The increases. On this one, oh no, actually on both of them. I can't remember how the increases are. I'm not going to talk about that. So if you want one that has got bigger fronts, like mine, like my fingering weight one does, carry on with your increases. So where she says stop doing the increases for the front and only carry on with the raglan ones, I just carried on until you finished with for the sleeve as well. And then you've got an end sticking out. And then for my pink one that I'm wearing now, I just stopped at the same time as she said stop in the pattern. But also I wasn't sure about how much yardage I had. This one I was also a bit nervous. But I could have because I had a whole freaking 50 grams left, which I didn't realize I had. So yes, I think that's everything to get you started until the 17th, when you are due to have all the increases done and you're ready to separate the sleeves from the body. If you are going to do it the same way as I do it, then you will carry on a little bit after the sleeves you have separated. I just do as much. So for this one, I started the sleeves actually after I'd finished the purple one, because it's a heavier weight. I finished after I did the purple one, but normally it would be like around there, just a few rows just to keep it together while you're doing the sleeves, which I do next. Because yes, now that I'm doing it this way, I do remember why I do it, because the more body you've got, the heavier it is when you're doing your sleeves, going round and round and round and round and round. Whether they're on DPNs, devil pointed needles, or whether it's magic loop, your sweater gets heavy. I can't think of anything else. If there's anything else, please leave me a comment or send me a PM. I'm always happy to help you. If you send me a PM, I am a little bit quicker at it because it comes through to my phone, which I normally have on me. But if you think it's something valid for the entire group, then please leave a comment and we can all chat about it. I am no ways the be-all and end-all of garment knitting. I am still learning loads, absolutely loads. However, I do enjoy it a lot, and I know what suits me and I know what I like. But yes, I'm very excited for Saturday. I need to go wind my yarn, although maybe I shouldn't, because then I'll want to cast on. Maybe I'll leave that for Saturday morning. Sure, such a good plan. I'll leave that for Saturday morning. Or otherwise I want to cast on, and I want to do it with you guys, so I'm not going to cast on until then. So hashtag MV along. So tot ziens, and remember, if you want to see progress, knit on one thing.